Moving on to India's startup ecosystem that has been buzzing, and the government's supportive efforts have encouraged more and more people to turn into entrepreneurs. Setting up a business today is not as challenging as what comes next, expansion. CNBC-TV18's Kanishka Sarkar finds out whether the current climate, where a funding winter is causing a frostbite, is this the best time to strike out on a new venture?
In the past 5 years, the Indian startup ecosystem has seen gears shift with much speed. Around $100 billion have come in via venture capital funding, and the number of startups registered with DPIIT has risen sharply from nearly 8,700 in 2018 to a little under 26,500 by the end of 2022. However, a close look at the numbers show that in the last 2 years, the pace of investments has slowed down. Overall funding has declined 30% in 2022 from the previous year. But some entrepreneurs point out that VC funding is just one of many avenues available to investment-hungry entrepreneurs, and that the Indian startup ecosystem is still in fine fettle.
There has never been a greatest time than today. Internet and mobile has penetrated to a deeper extent in these last 2-3 years post-corona, and with lesser funding, you will be able to build a more long-lasting business. I think it will be more rational way to build business.
They also argue that bootstrapping or growing a business without any external fundraising has resulted in numerous global success stories. One such example in India is Ease My Trip. One of the 2 bootstrapped consumer tech unicorns in India, the company's co-founder says it's a model that can be replicated, especially in today's scenario.
The incumbent players which exist right now, they probably are also facing the heat of being cash strapped, and hence they probably are spending less amount of money on marketing and discounts, and hence it becomes a very good equalizer. I've said this many times that the VC money is a good money to solve teething problems, but it is not the necessity to grow.
A few venture capital firms say that the funding winter is not so much a blizzard as a chilly breeze, and that there's money available for a good idea, a demonstration of commitment, and a sound execution plan, even in an economic downturn.
If you're already building something which is prevalent in the market, very difficult to raise capital. If you're building something innovative, it's differentiated, and you have the courage to build it for 10-15 years, I think it's never been a better time to start. Downturns are the best time to build great startups.
But that does not mean every startup will come through without a scratch. Layoffs, curtailed operations, and abandoned plans are just the tip of the iceberg. Experts say this consolidation phase will redraw the startup landscape in India, weeding out weak players and giving stronger or ring-fenced players a chance to get even stronger. However, they're quick to add that this does not mean new players cannot emerge and thrive. In Delhi, Kanishka Sarkar.
Right, many startup investors say this is the best time to invest.